Imagine one day when you're in your mid-60s or 70s and you can't recall any memories, have difficulty speaking, and doing daily activities. These are a few of the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease, a disease that is the sixth leading cause of death in the United States, ranks third behind heart disease and cancer as a cause of death for older people. Alzheimer's disease is a progressive, degenerative, and irreversible brain disorder. Patients with Alzheimer's disease suffer from disorientation and intellectual and psychological impairment, which eventually leads to death. Alzheimer's disease occurs in those in their early 60s to 80s. Today I'm going to talk to you about the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease, what it causes, and how to cope with it. I will first talk about the symptoms. Just like the rest of our bodies, our brains change as we age. Most of us start to notice slow thinking and have problems remembering things. The most common early symptom of Alzheimer's is difficulty remembering newly learned information. Alzheimer's disease typically begins in the part of the brain that affects learning. As Alzheimer's advances through the brain, it leads to increasingly severe symptoms, including disorientation, mood, and behavior changes, deepening confusion about events, time and place, along with difficulty walking, speaking, and swallowing. The causes of Alzheimer's. Scientists believe that Alzheimer's disease prevents part of the cell from not working. Macroscopic changes in the brain begin long before the first signs of memory loss. The brain has 100 billion nerve cells, also called neurons. Group of nerve cells have certain jobs. Some involve thinking, learning, and remembering, while others help us see, hear, and smell. Brain cells operate like tiny little factories. They receive supplies, generate energy, construct equipment, and get rid of waste. Cells also process and store information and communicate with other cells. The more the damage spreads, cells lose their ability to function, eventually dying, causing irreversible changes to the brain. Genetics also play a role in Alzheimer's disease, including environmental and lifestyle factors. Clinical trials are still being tested, but research studies have said a nutritious diet, physical activity, and social engagement are key factors to reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease. How to cope with it. Caring for a person with Alzheimer's disease can have high physical, emotional, and financial costs. Changes in family roles, day-to-day care, and decisions about placement in a care facility can be difficult. Becoming well-informed about the disease is one important long-term strategy. Good coping skills, a strong support network, and respite care are other ways that help caregivers help handle the stress of caring for a loved one with Alzheimer's disease. Staying physically active provides physical and emotional benefits. Having Alzheimer's disease or caring for a loved one with the disease can sound scary, but with emotional, physical support and being well-informed about the disease can make things easier. Today I've discussed the symptoms, causes, and ways to cope with Alzheimer's disease. As I stated earlier, Alzheimer's disease is an irreversible brain disorder which leads to many symptoms mentally and physically. Becoming diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease may sound scary with the thought of not being able to remember even your favorite days, but as William Faulkner once said, we have to start teaching ourselves to not be afraid. Thank you.